I want to mention one very important issue about this process that you should really watch out for. For a long time in Colombia, buyers and sellers could use one of two different values when they registered their investment with the Colombian government, which literally means on the deed documentation, there'll be a place to put the value of the transaction. So the first is the commercial value. The commercial value is what you're actually paying the seller for your property. The second is the registered value, which is usually much, much lower than the commercial value. However, you should never, ever use the lower value. First, using the lower value is actually now illegal as of 2018. Second, if you were to use the lower value, by the time you sell your property down the line, you're going to be paying way more in taxes than you really need to. Let me give you a very simple example that explains this. Let's say you're buying a property for $100 in Colombia. That's the commercial value. The registered value is actually $50. If you were to use the lower value, $50, you will actually pay less in closing costs. But when you sell your property for, say, $150 down the line, the Colombian government will assess the taxable gain not from the $100 that you paid initially, but from the $50 that you registered. The problem is that you will still see plenty of sellers intent on forcing you to use the lower value. They don't want to pay local taxes in Colombia, or maybe they used the lower value themselves when they bought the property and now they want to pass this issue on to a new buyer. Here's our advice on this. Don't ever use the lower value, ever. If you do engage with a seller that insists on using the lower value, you can maybe offer to pay their share of the increase in closing costs that comes from increasing from the registered value up to the commercial value. That sometimes does move the needle. For you, it may mean several $100s in additional expenses, but could save you thousands of dollars over the long run, and you'll get to keep your property.